Hey everybody, I'm Xander Levy.
And I'm Jared Thomas.
You know what sucks about being Jewish, Jared?
I sadly cannot relate to this, but what sucks about being Jewish?
For all the well-known Christmas movies that exist, there's no big deal Hanukkah movie to watch every year.
You're not wrong about that. I can't really think of any really big Hanukkah movies. I know some things in TV shows where they would randomly have a little moment to say, yeah, well actually I don't celebrate Christmas. I'm actually Jewish, so I celebrate Hanukkah. Or maybe Kwanzaa or something. They tried to get that a little bit more famous.
Where is our special holiday movie to watch every year for Hanukkah?
Do you have one in mind?
Well, there is one, and that is Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. Before we go into roasting this movie, it's obvious, we have to admit it, Adam Sandler is a good actor.
Yeah.
He can be entertaining, he's a good songwriter, too. He wrote and performed an incredibly popular Hanukkah song for SNL in the 90s.
Yeah, I actually remembered that.
We got Ann Landers and her sister, dear Abby. Harrison Ford's a quarter Jewish. Not too shabby.
And he's a good actor. He can deliver a really funny and dramatic performance in a movie every once in a while. And after watching this movie, a lot of people likely said, you know what, there's probably a reason we don't have a Hanukkah movie. This movie is the cinematic face of our beloved holiday.
Oh, so is this gonna be like the Mario movie where it's just, but instead of Nintendo being upset, it's just the whole, every Jewish person just you know what, Hollywood, no more movies about our religion.
No more movies about our religion in general. No one wants to hear that, except for Moses. That's apparently the one exception story. You want to feel depressed, Jared? This is from the same animation studio that did The Iron Giant.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, credit where credit is due. This movie does have a very unique setup. It has a Jew Scrooge, which is a word that I hope Kanye never hears. Hanukkah. But he's not visited by 3 Jewish ghosts or anything like that. Instead of ghosts, it's a deformed Jewish dwarf.
You get what you get.
Let's go into this with open mind. After all, it's the holidays.
You know what? Fair, actually. And the holidays were supposed to be welcoming, accepting, kind. What else does it say on the script I'm supposed to say?
This is 8 Crazy Nights. So we start with a Rob Schneider narration.
The head honcho of Holiday Humbug lives right here in little old Dukesbury. His name's Davy Stone. And that fool is sitting inside the China Dragon, coming up with his own way of feeling tingly all over.
It's supposed to be Adam Sandler animated?
Yes.
4 Scorpion Bowl at 5 minutes? That's gotta be a restaurant record.
Just focusing on the restaurant owner for a second. That is Rob Schneider, as both the narrator and the Chinese restaurant owner. And he plays yet another racially insensitive stereotype like he plays in every Adam Sandler movie.
Oh.
There's some family-friendly alcoholism humor.
Hope you're not planning on driving tonight, Stone.
Oh, no, officer. I'm just gonna say goodnight to my car, then walk home and enjoy the holiday decorations. But don't you worry, I'll be back first thing in the morning. Now...
All right, baby, but let's make this quick. Oh, mama, you like it when I hold you like this?
Excuse me?
From now on, we see this is clearly not a family movie.
No, it's not.
I love you, car.
What is he crying? Wait, what?
But what? The reaction with the cop crying wistfully? Comedy-wise, there's a short circuit going on here.
Please tell me that's not a pun.
What? He no pay for his 4 Scorpion Bowl.
Oh, boy.
Davey runs from the police after not paying his bill.
A dine and dash? That's how we're... And now it's turned to the Subway Surfers?
It's Subway Surfers now. You may notice in this, by the way, the animation is surprisingly really, really good.
It is beautiful.
What the hell are these beautiful colors and excellent designs doing following a character this unlikable?
Whipping out my big white scary moon and blowing a beep your way.
I'll give it to this movie, man. They go out of their way to make Davey unlikable.
Yeah.
Breaking into people's homes, stealing snowmobiles. The town is like, oh yeah, he just does this shit every year.
I hate love, I hate you, I hate me.
How come no one has beaten this dude's ass yet?
No one's killed him.
Stone, what the heck are we going to do with you? Because you used to be a good kid, playing ball for the Jewish Community Center with the best jump shot this town's ever seen.
Adam Sandler always playing basketball. I'm sorry, boy, you're white.
You're focusing on the fact that he plays basketball. Hey, I'm focusing on the fact that this judge isn't saying every single detail about this guy.
In the past 20 years, I've sent you to reform school, the drunk tank, the local psychiatric ward. Not one of those places has made you change an ounce for the better.
Yeah, I love exposition, Judge.
He's better at dealing out exposition than he is at giving sentences to people.
Probably. The only sentences you can give is the sentences of exposition. Imagine someone just their entire life story while you're on trial, and everyone in the audience is just like, dude, we've been here before!
It'd be funny if at this time the judge was like, alright, goddammit, now I'm actually sending you to jail. Listen, one more time, and we always said one more time, that should have been it.
This man would be in prison anywhere else.
I try everything else. Prison!
Death penalty!
10 years in the pen! And Davey probably went like, whatever, man. Lock this dude up!
Honestly.
Lock him up!
Your Honor, if it pleases the court, I'd like to interject for a moment.
What the hell was that? Did anybody else hear a parakeet?
It's me, Whitey Duval.
Okay, I can't remember, Jared. Who voices this character?
Is this Adam Sandler? Well,
Man, I just can't put my finger on it. It's gotta be somebody.
I feel like he knows, but he's not telling me.
I knew this young man years ago when his moral fiber was still intact.
I'm just talking like this for 5 seconds. Imagine this for a whole hour.
Oh no, man, I just realized we just started the movie.
Why not sentence him to be a referee in training for the Youth League basketball?
Whitey, if you want to work with this punk, then God bless you. But Mr. Stone, what Whitey says goes.
This poor creature looks like it was shot out by God.
Oh, what the?
What the fuzz?
Did I just see 2 Persian cats on your ass? Good to see you still got those circus feet. Men's 11 right foot, children's 9 left foot. At your service.
It's not enough for Whitey to be an outcast. Like, no one in the town likes him. He's gotta have deformed feet. He's gotta have fur on his hair.
But there is one thing he does know. The voting has begun for the highest honor anyone in town could receive.
I think it's gonna be your year, Whitey.
He reveals he's hoping to win the Patch Award, the highest honor the town can give.
Fine, I'll just rep in my socks.
That won't help much because Davey's an asshole to everybody.
Foul on this kid for eating everything in sight. Jelly jugs, next time you come on my court, you better wear a bra. He was just kidding, son. You got very nice boobs.
A lot of fat jokes going on. What? Just mean-spirited. You know how with the Grinch you kind of love to hate him? Yeah, none of that here.
They're scratching up my floor. Here comes a seizure.
Yeah, and then you see him freak out and have a seizure on the floor.
I hate how all the kids are like, he does this every Tuesday. Because this town just really does not care about this man, I think.
Let's watch an old man almost die. Yeah, funny comedy!
I want to talk to you in my office.
And then we go to the mall just to chill out.
Why the hell are we at the mall? So what's good about this place?
What's good about the mall?
My buddy Mr. Footlocker will warm your feet. I mean the Body Shop, the Tie Rack, GNC, Radio Shack.
Radio Shack, that's still around.
A lot of brands don't even exist anymore.
Sabaros, Dunkin' Donuts, they're simply the best. And don't forget the orange chicken at Panda Express.
It sucks now! I'm sorry, the orange chicken at Panda Express is bad now.
Yeah, it is bad now.
But you don't notice it until you eat it one day, you're like...
The product placement here is completely shameless.
I mean, that's a very common thing with Adam Sandler in his movies.
You know the dumbest thing? The store names in this scene, they were used without permission. They thought they would be able to get permission from these brands after the fact, and the companies didn't sponsor the film, so there was no reason for all that product placement.
So they just got name dropped and they're just like, hey, that's our logo. Anyways.
Apparently they declined. They were shown the footage and like, no, we're not paying for this.
Sugar-free donuts.
Every day she does this for me. Jennifer, you're too much.
Come on, Benjamin.
I tell you, your girlfriend's backyard isn't sugar-free. That baby looks sweet.
That thing is flat as fuck. I'm sorry.
It is mean and horrible to objectify women. Also, she doesn't even have an ass.
No, she does not.
She had the courage to move back to town a month ago to try and raise a boy on her own.
His voice gives me
Jesus Christ.
heebie-jeebies.
The whole movie, my friend.
You actually give a crap about winning a patch?
Can you imagine? I won't.
No, he gets a sound.
So what's the only thing worse to listening to Whitey's doornail in your brain voice? Hearing him sing with that doornail in your brain voice.
Everyone in town will be looking their best when you feel nearly 5'3".
Can you take me home now?
Whew, that was a waste of brain cells.
I feel like they've noticed that SpongeBob's voice was kind of annoying, and then they're just like, no, SpongeBob can actually sing. Because Tom Kenny's a legend.
Tom Kenny is a legend compared to this man.
Don't think you can intimidate me just because of my size.
Why? You're smaller than me? I didn't notice that.
I want to watch this on mute. Look at the snow falling in the background. Isn't that beautiful?
That is way too beautiful. That's the scary thing.
They got a fraternal twin sister, and she's just as sad as he is, probably worse. Gee, I wonder who voices her, too.
Whitey, where were you? You're an hour and 51 minutes late. I already called the morgue. They said you weren't there, but to try back later.
You know what? He's actually not bad as the sister.
Honestly, like the voice sounds a lot more different. I actually can see that he's trying with that.
Right? Sounds like a different person.
How's that, fellas?
It's crooked, Shorty. Move it to the right.
You got it. Whoops. Oh,
Well, will you look at that? It's a jackass in the box.
They deserve what they get with Davey, because this town doesn't give a fuck about this old man.
hey, what do you do? No, no.
Oh, that's evil. That is disgusting.
Oh, goddamn! If we just have enough to leak on the sides, we would get it. This man will craft a shit joke. He will go out of his way to make it like a nice little visual gag. It's like a shit Han Solo. He's encased in carbonite.
Please tell me this is not what happens. That is disgusting!
If Adam Sandler put in as much effort into writing a clever joke as he did shit, piss, and snot and fart jokes, we might actually have something here.
Because if a midget and a drunk can beat us, I'd eat my own jockstrap.
He don't play ball anymore.
I'll play. But if we win, you gotta eat that guy's jockstrap.
Come on, he can't just be fat, he's also mentally disabled. Like, what are we doing here? You know, I do kind of love the fact that Sandler takes full advantage of animation to make himself look sexy.
I know, right? Like, look at him. He's just a model right now. Wow, they really made Adam Sandler a hunk.
Whitey takes off his shirt to play basketball, and he looks like a little Yeti cub.
Why?
Are you finally dead, old man?
I'll be over you feed the cats.
You can make a character a comic relief and, you know, and beat them up. But that's their only thing, and they are a main character.
Right.
It's bad.
They just heap all of these disabilities onto him. There's no actual person like this that we can actually relate this to.
No. Who relates to this? Do you relate to this? Do you relate to this?
And even if there was someone that you could relate to this, why the fuck would you want to make fun of them? Like, their life isn't bad enough.
They're probably dealing with something similar to this by a lot of people. And then they're like, wow, it's just like my life, in a way.
It's just like my life. In a way.
Got a piece.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, no. No, that was not an alley-oop. He did not just alley that shit.
Eat that nut strap, biatch. Benjamin.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. If I was the mom, I'd kind of be weirded out.
I'd be weirded out too. Davey and Jennifer drive themselves home.
How could they let that guy work with children?
Giving me those nasty eyes. At least she was looking at me. That felt all right.
Why can't he just be like he used to be?
It all seems...
Then they sing a song about how Jessica and Davey used to be young and have a decent childhood.
But that was back when he was nice.
Before my warm heart turned to ice.
My sister's wig once had lice.
Christ, Whitey, you're killing Hanukkah.
So this is the reason why? Is it all because Whitey?
Fire?
Nice.
You stay with me and my sister for a while.
I ain't living with you buffoons. Here's to you guys for letting me crash over.
Damn.
Okay, come on.
We just need to set some ground rules so Davey knows how we do things around here. If you're coming from the street.
Yeah, I'm sure this is one of those songs that Sandler just couldn't fit in one of those albums. So, hey, might as well waste a couple dozen Korean animators on it.
After using the refrigerator, that's a technical foul.
I love how the music is still slightly louder than his voice because the editors were just like, I don't want to listen to this shit at all. I love that. That's a funny thing.
Well, this is such bullshit.
In this house we say go speak, or it's a technical foul.
No shame to the editors because I know they did this on purpose, but the voices are purposefully quiet.
No matter how much you hear a Christmas song, you think, oh, that's too much. I've heard that song way too many times. None of them ever will be technical foul. One second, I'm gonna try something. Oh my god, it's so much better.
It really is.
Oh my god, I feel like I just appreciate the beautiful animation.
Yeah.
Why was the whole movie like this? Also, Hanukkah just gets completely lost here.
Oh yeah, this is a Hanukkah movie.
I feel we haven't brought up Hanukkah once in this whole story.
What of Hanukkah does this remind you of?
Nothing at all.
I can't laugh at that. This thing, I'm not gonna call it a human, is literally in distress. We're like, ah!
It's like Nelson, basically, from The Simpsons.
Maybe I'm so excited about the banquet tonight.
Well, that's tonight. Thank God we have a deadline. The movie's not gonna last forever.
Oh, sweet. It looks like it's the afternoon. We can get through this.
We can get through this. We're almost there.
This guy's sport always was and always will be basketball. Back in '81, he was the star what is still known to this very day as the JCC Miracle Game.
Oh my!
There's no reason for the story to be animated, I'm realizing.
No, really isn't.
Time for a serious death scene.
Wait, huh? This is how they do it?
Turns out they were on their way to the ball game when a truck hit a patch of black ice and swerved into oncoming traffic.
They actually give Davey a backstory, including his parents dying in a car accident. So of course, that's the reason he's a jerk to everyone. They try to get you because, you know, Davey had it bad as a child. Man, he lost both of his parents when he was 12.
I'm so sorry. There's nothing to say. My parents are dead. Happy Hanukkah. Now leave me alone.
It's a heartbreaking story.
The lighting and shading, it really is emotional.
Might be the biggest disparity of animation to story since Hoodwinked. And Eleanor's crying just makes the scene even much more powerful.
That was crying?
This, of course, puts Davey in a bad mood again.
You know, I read recently in Reader's Digest that people who let themselves cry when they're hurting are often stronger than the people who try to hold all their pain inside.
Did you read anything about a deformed referee who spends 35 years trying to win some stupid patch so he can pretend people actually like him?
Which month was that in?
Nobody in this town even knows you exist.
Oh. You're not welcome in my house.
Good, your house sucks. He just a no good Nick. And I am the real Kuriste Yamaguchi.
Why was that there?
It's a lot to unpack. First of all, testament to how bad this movie really is. To where even with all that backstory that his parents were killed when he was young, they still make him too unlikable to sympathize with. Like, the Grinch is a saint compared to this man.
He just a no good Nick. And I am the real Kuriste Yamaguchi.
I find it funny how just a month ago, Rob Schneider got clowned online for saying there were no children's hospitals when he was a kid. But, like, they've been around since the Civil War. I'm gonna be very brutally honest here. It wasn't that there were no children's hospitals when he was a kid. But it's probably that nobody cared about Rob Schneider enough as a kid to take him to one.
You know?
Why are
I thought that was a demon circle for a second.
I know, right?
So everything's circled out, it's a basketball. Why do they just have deers walking into our house like this, though? Is this ever gonna be explained?
Nope, never. Davy breaks into a mall, going on another rampage.
Who said that?
I said that. Everybody wake up!
Does this mean we get even more product placements that the brands clearly weren't interested in paying for, yet they animated anyway?
Wake up, kids! Our hot and sour friend is here.
The panda, no.
Yes, Jared, you are looking at this correctly. All the product placements come to life as colorful personalities.
What is he on?
Let's try it black instead.
Just burns his skin off. Just turns to the Red Skull like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Can you blame the brands for dropping out of paying for these placements?
Yeah.
I've been laying in my bed, tossing and turning.
I know. I was watching you. I mean, me too.
Do you think GNC would pay okay with being betrayed as a stalking pervert?
We all heard what happened at the skating rink today.
What did you give me in this comic? Why does this feel like one of those anti-drug PSAs you would see in the 80s?
It really does.
Like when Looney Tunes characters come out to tell the little kid that he can't have drugs.
Happy Hanukkah to our wonderful son.
That's one of those cards from Harry Potter where they move inside.
Save your sorries for the judge.
Thankfully, Sandler's super athletic body, lightning fast reflexes, and he's able to outwit the cops.
Come on, guys.
Don't be sad, Mom. I can be your date.
You should let me be your date. I may be dirty and smelly, but in the dark, I'm just smelly.
Well, thank you, but he asked first.
See, why does the homeless man get respect from the town, but Whitey doesn't?
Dude's probably a heroin addict.
He sells drugs. Yeah, okay.
Is this... Okay, fine, we're nearing the end.
We're almost there, my friend. I'm telling you, this is one of the hardest movies we've ever had to sit through. And it's one of the shortest movies we've ever watched, too. It's only 76 minutes.
I feel like I've been here for 8 days.
8 nights.
Tom Balthazar.
So Whitey loses the award. Oh, what a shame. He was such a nice guy, too. I mean, this is the man who selflessly leaves after his award that he didn't win was announced.
That's a little bit more disrespectful. He didn't do anything to show that he deserves the award.
Excuse me. Can I just say something?
There he is.
Please, just let me speak for 1 second.
We've never seen him regret before.
Let the guy talk. After all, it is the holidays.
And there is only so few Jewish people in this town.
She's right. And then we'll send him up the river.
Alright, you had me the guy shooting the guy. Woohoo!
Full on Yosemite Sam right there.
They took my guns!
Everyone in this room has been associated with Whitey the
It's okay, because Davey has one last annoying song to sing.
I went to high school with Whitey. As a joke, I told him to meet me at the prom. When he got there, I said, I can't believe you thought I was serious. So he ran home crying and slow danced with his mom.
They confessed about how this poor man did nothing to them, and yet they were still mean to him just because he was small.
Sound to me like you are all on crack. Huh?
That was pretty funny. This inspires the crowd, who we established just a moment ago only has a few Jewish people in it, to randomly create a Jewish dance. So here's what's crazy. Whitey at the end of the movie, he wants to win the award, he loses. So when he gets turned down for the badge, he realizes maybe this town really does hate me.
I'm not shit, Sherlock.
So he goes to the mall to feel good.
Hey, Mo. Long time no see.
He just goes to the dark mall, just sitting there crying. What was originally Davy's hallucination, all of a sudden, the brands start crying.
You see, the people of Dewsbury think I'm nothing but a joke.
Yeah, you are.
Maybe I should move to a town where nobody knows who I am. At least
Why are you laughing, buddy? This is a sad emotional scene here. Why? While he's giving this monologue, a moment so touching even the hallucination started crying. I want to feel sorry for Whitey. I just don't.
He hasn't really done anything besides everything normally he does.
I came to apologize, Whitey.
Nobody does care about me.
I don't think that's true. Do you, Mr. Mayor?
I'm here to fix a big mistake.
It's your moment, Whitey. I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe it either. I can't believe the town suddenly loves this guy now.
I don't know if I could ever repay you.
Well, you can help me with my dream.
You got a dream? What is it?
For this movie to end.
To have someone wish me a happy Hanukkah and feel as good as I used to when my dad would say it to me.
Happy Hanukkah, Stone.
So unearned.
You know, Stone, if my imaginary wife and I ever have a son, I hope you'll consider him a brother.
This movie, man. I think the concept of this movie was pretty good. You know, a story about a guy in a bad mood during Hanukkah because of what happened when he was young, and he learns to be a good person. What do you think of the animation in this?
I don't want to be rude because it's the Iron Giant animes. There are scenes of it which are gorgeous, but there are scenes where it's just horrifically ugly. And I hate those scenes, but it's done so well.
It almost makes me angrier because these animators actually worked hard on this literal shit. I'd say at the end of the day, the animation ironically works against the film.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Like, the fact it's actually done so perfectly.
And there's no reason to animate this story.
No, there's not.
When you watch it all the way through, it's kind of pointless.
Like, why was the animation here? You could have literally grabbed a million different actors to do this.
The budget probably would have been the same, if not cheaper, if it was a live action.
Oh, way cheaper.
Again, the majority of this movie is just, hey, look at these two deformed dwarves. Isn't it funny how they're not like us?
Yet they're still kind, and yet people make fun of them, and they have the most annoying voices ever.
It's not until the end of the movie that any of the characters have any appreciation for them, but at that point, it's too late. You can't make up for decades of abuse. It leaves such a bad taste in your mouth.
It really does.
By the time Davey has the turnaround, too, you're like, dude, you don't deserve redemption. Fuck you. You go to hell. You know what? I think I can go another 20 years without watching this movie.
I think I can go the rest of my life without watching this movie.
Maybe we'll just stick to the Christmas specials.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it down. It's a little bit crazy for us, but, you know, thank you. Shalom. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, I guess that's it from me, too. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays!
Whatever you celebrate. And... Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Get the camera.